everybody. This is Crazy Gaming, and today we're working on episode 3 of Osiris New Dawn. And since I was on camera last, I spent some time yesterday working on the sound problem I was having with my keyboard, and hopefully we've eliminated that problem. Today we are in a different space than when we left, and that I put some work in yesterday and ended up moving the camp. We are now over here in a totally different area. We've now moved over here, which we were over here. Now we're here, and this was actually originally an abandoned camp, but I rebuilt everything and am working on restoring all the things that were here. Now I've built a lab, which is quite large. It's a standalone. And inside the lab here, in the center, is a creation center. So if we open this up, as you can see, a bunch of things have now opened and become available for us, including the personal assistant drone, which there was one here that was wrecked and I restored him, so he's functioning. Basically all he does is serve as a repair kind of drone that repairs buildings and things when they become damaged. He has a inventory that's available, and I'm imagining for him to do the repairs and things, the inventory has to be filled with materials he needs to do the repairs. I'm not really exactly sure. I haven't been able to use him yet. But we have a number of other things. There's another drone that's a mining assistant. We'll go and mine nodes that are close or within certain range. The base. And this one is a security unit that protects with weapons the base. And then there's a mecha crab. This is kind of interesting. It looks just like the crabs, but you construct him, and he, I imagine, I don't know if you can mount him or whatever. Fights, I think. This is a hover bike, which looks kind of cool. I'm not sure how big it is, but that might be something interesting. Then there's the Gav, which is a mode of transportation, kind of like the buggy, only it has weapons on it. And there's the Rover, which has a huge storage space in it, and heavy class OMAU, which also I'm thinking it says it's a heavily armored walker that is able to traverse most terrain and wields 2 heavy plasma accelerators. Now I'm thinking this is a mountable, like, vehicle type. So in other words, if the walkers in Star Wars go cruising around. Anyways, but that's not all. We have a Corsair spaceship, which means that obviously you're able to build this and construct it and leave the planet so as to go into space to construct a satellite, maybe? I'm not sure. But eventually I'm sure we'll find out what that's all about. Anyway, so these are the things that are offered in the lab. Now, the thing about these vehicles, and including the Rover, because I had restored this Rover over here, which is kind of glitched right now. This is the Rover that I that I restored, and it actually has like 2 of them stacked on top of each other. That's how it spawned. So I don't know what that's about. But I can't use this Rover because it needs fuel. And the fuel is hydrazine. So I did some research on the hydrazine, and hydrazine is a product of some different items available here through mining or whatever. One of the items is a gas or some sort of fluid or something that you can get here, and the other are carbon items or something. I can't, I didn't really follow it too well. And the fact is that to produce these, you have to produce them in a lab. So I had originally built a lab which is a part of the build available in the structures, and it is not this, but there is another one. Yes, it's in a box. It's a chemistry table. So I built this chemistry table and tried to see if I could, what I needed to do to construct the fuel. And as I found out, airlock won't open on here. And this is another thing that I've discovered in the game that kind of is a little irritating. If I turn this on and I look around, you can see here's one window, here's another window. It's not complete. So all three of these are really actually, none of these on top right here are actually complete. And because they're not complete, the airlock won't work. But yet, when I don't have it equipped, when I didn't have it equipped after I've loaded into the game, these look like they're walls. So they're not, that's obviously some sort of game glitch. Anyways, I mean, so for me to even actually get in here, I have to remove one of these walls. But inside there is the lab, or the little laboratory that I built, the constructed appliance. And I can't, there's no recipe for the hydrogen. So I don't even know how that's going to work. Well, if this is because this is the experimental version of the game, that it's, having these problems or whatever. So what I thought I would do is play the non-experimental, see if it was the same, and it's not. I haven't gotten far enough in that version of the game yet to build the little mini lab or whatever it is inside there, or the chemistry table for inside of there yet. It's that game, it totally functions a lot different. Anyways, enough with the talking, and let's see what we have next on our plan. So I think the next thing we need to do is get this fixed, and to do that we're going to need some plastic, Zamac, and Durolin. Now the Zamac and Durolin are easy, and they're not a problem. It's the plastic that's an issue, because as a resource on the planet, plastic is, you can only get it from looting wrecks and stations, bases that are down or whatever. Second here, I have it loaded in 6. All right, so I'm using this tool, which is quite handy, and I put it on fabricate, and it will tell me. Now this is where we crashed originally. There's no sense. I can go back there and loot scrap metal, and that's about it. It just lets me remove the thighs. All the stuff that was left on the ground and the other things that we got there, they don't respawn. But that being said, there is a spot, I believe, here, back towards our old base. They're thinking there might be some things that we can loot, because these things seem to respawn. We might be able to re-loot them for the plastics may come across in the chests. I'm gonna run over here and find out. April. Well, this is where we want to go. Ooh. Now, like I said, I was playing this game in the other version, and it's kind of strange because there was wrecks in that version of it. So we're going to need to travel to an area that I know about that may have some salvageable stuff, so we can get some plastic, hopefully. So another thing that I discovered as well is that if you're inside these buggies, at least for this vehicle, and you drive in the vicinity of monsters, you know, the crabs and the other baddies that are in the game, they don't seem to react to the vehicles at all. In other words, they don't chase you or attack you for some reason, unless you actually come in contact with them. I mean, I ran over one of those cyclopods or whatever they are, the ones with the tails that squirmish across the ground, and it actually got angry and tried to attack me. But short of that, I don't think they actually do you. Here we go. And it trips me out that this one is fully functional, and yet it's not. I can't react with it. Like that's about.
Starvation warning.
The other thing I discovered too is you can actually heal by eating these fruits. Damage. Rather than using, you know, med kit or medical bed. You eat it and your damage, it actually heals you. So I don't know what that's about. But, being said, oh, look at that. We got a rifle. That'll work. Have you been in here? Thermoplastic then. And deconstructing, you know, vehicles and stuff. Plastic. Alright, so let's see if now there's another base, I think, here. Maybe not. Scan and see. So, it shows how quite different two games are between the regular game and the experimental. So yeah, there's a lot less resources. We'll head over here and see what we can find. We need to find something. Was kind of stuck. I think what we're going to do, I'm going to switch out and use this rifle. It's heavily damaged. We'll have to repair that. Is it? I want to test it out to see what the differences are between the pistol and the rifle. Yeah, traveling long distances game with the vehicle makes a huge difference. I mean, you can do it on foot, but you're a lot more vulnerable and takes quite a bit longer to get from point A to point B. I think this place we're going to, I know what it is, and just abandoned base. Oops. It'll be an abandoned base with a couple of chests and can't interact with anything there. If I'm not mistaken. Now, what I did discover is one of the early mistakes that I made in this game was when I came across some of these abandoned bases, I ended up looting all the chests and then deconstructing the bases. And in doing that, I cheated myself because if you deconstruct them, they don't respawn. Therefore, you can't loot the chests anymore. And so, you know, it was a hard lesson learned because I did a couple of them, a couple of the larger ones. I looted them for all the materials. And now I can't have access to that stuff. They don't respawn. And that could have been a good source. I don't remember what was exactly in the chest I was looting there, but some of them I'm sure might have had plastics. Now I can't. No longer access to that stuff. Which really sucks. But can't take back what it did unless I want to start a new game, and at this point I'm not ready to do that. Eventually I probably will start a new game, but I think I'm going to be done with the experimental mode for a while and go to work on a new character in the normal version. That game seems a lot more stable. See if we can get some other stuff out. power base. If not going to do us any good. Oh yeah, really kind of frustrating. I can't find the things that I need. Ooh, it's got dark. Let's see. Back. Base. Difficult in the dark. Too much. And also, I've discovered there's a huge desert area west of here. It's enormous, but it's pretty much vacant. There's a few scraps here and there, but there's no creatures or structures or there. Getting out of here is going to prove to be difficult. I'm going to go ahead and try to figure a way out of here. And until I do that, I'm going to go ahead and pause and I'll be back when I'm out. Okay, we're back. So I'm on my way back to the base and I'm in this little area and I'm running across these creatures. Kind of interesting. Find one in the light. Oh, there's one. Look kind of like scorpions, but they have like a human head they have like a head and arms and upper torso. Strange. Very strange looking creatures. It must only come out at night because this area usually has a crab and some of the cephalopod type creatures. Huh. Interesting, but as you can see, it's not even giving me any attention here. We're almost back to our base. It's still over here. And here we are. That's another thing I'm finding. Now see, in between these two buildings, the hitboxes have spread and come together, so it's forming like a wall, so it won't let me go. Hopefully, they update, they'll fix some little items like that. And good. Let's do our sleepy thing. Just get us back into daylight. Okay, so hop back in our transportation. go see if we can check out this other place. Oh, I know what I wanted to do before I leave. I want to repair that rifle and give it a check it out and test it. Oh, it does. So we now have a repair here. Oh. Right. I think we'll replace this knife. I'm gonna stuff out of our inventory. See what it is. We can build one of these, I think. If we can find nickel. A computer screen. Cool. That. Circuit boards. Back. 4 of those. Oh, you know what? I do this a lot. Don't laugh at me too. Keep forgetting to take stuff after I make it. Where should we put this thing? Pretty big. Guess we'll stick it here on the end. No, I'd rather put it inside, but I don't want to break down the wall on one of those two. Alright. A little bit more. Alright. Yeah, so that's going to give us a nice big box. Stow things. Door thing. Bags. Room. And we can come back and organize it. Better. Now we get plenty of room for in case we pick up anything. So we're loaded. Right. I think we're gonna hang out. We'll go tomorrow. I think what we'll do first is go down here and test this rifle out. I think after we do our sleep cycle, we'll leave and we'll head over for that other wreck. And we'll have plenty of time to go check it out, look around some other places. Carcass. Definitely going to be dark probably by the time we get over there or close to it. Do that today. Check this mine out real quick. I haven't been in here yet. This one. See what goodies may be lying in here. Probably like most of the ones that I've entered, there's a case close to the entrance. And usually in the case is a diamond, maybe a couple of them. Huh. Just at this one. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. Hope we don't get lost. Easy to do in these things. Ah, there we go. We got a couple check. Maybe not. That ore cart? Yep. These are ore carts, so there's nothing in them. Not in anything. Even ore. Wow. A long way to run and not come across anything. Huh. See where this takes us. It's not in a door. Get out of it. sniper over here. Him. Huh. Looks a little familiar. Take some of that. Yo. Nice. Well, the rifle lives up to its reputation. Kind of nice. That's this ore I already have a pretty good supply of, so I'm interested in it. I'm curious as or the reason I said it looks familiar, it looks like from huh. I'm in Chisel. What a trip. Getting a bunch of hide off these. A floating piece of ore. Interesting. I don't know how you'd be able to mine that unless you jumped up and got on top of it. Throw me it? So just so everybody's aware, I have no idea where I am or where I'm going. It looks sort of like the way we came in, but still sure. Like a door here. This one's not accessible, so maybe this is the door that we crossed on our way down here. But at least we found some chromite in here that if we need to get some of that, we know where to go to get it. Interesting. Not one chest in here. That's kind of trips me out. Every one of the mine entrances that I've entered into has had a chest. We're going back to where we came because here's the mine carts. Hopefully the keyboard noises have been eliminated. It's really kind of strange to me that we travel this long of a distance. Be some from the entrance. It's quite a ways to go to get to. Our gate. And it's about time for... Wow. 306. So that's another thing that I've discovered. Time passes kind of strangely when you're in the mine. Now, when we went into the mine, it was 5:40 something. And now it is 3:25, so it's like we spent a whole day in there. I don't know if that's intentional or that's just something that they wanted to do. So, looking at these devices and trying to figure out, I want to try and build the mining guy next. Listen. Bronze, power cell, brass. Got all that stuff. But the problem's going to be wire. I believe we have maybe one or two in there. Food. Parts. Okay, so there's one. A little bit of plastic. Four, I think. There we have some. 6. Question becomes, do I want to not pour in these need to work on these and get them completed. Okay, so we need plastic. That's the rub. Plastic. But I don't know for sure. I think I have any in here. I've got these batteries. In there. Got these batteries, and this table also can recycle. That would give me 8 plastic if I break it down this way. Give me a power cell and a battery and 8 plastic. Same as plastic will make 4 of these. The only reason I like this one is because of the power cell. Do this one. That's going to give us some plastic so that maybe we can make this doesn't furnace as many as we can. That will help us get a couple of those panels in. Get the pressing, we use the Zermac drill them. Oh, so it only takes one, so we should be able to get them all completed. Plastic. So roll them in here. And we need 2 more of those. Let's see what we're gonna need to make those. They're gonna be, so they'll be in this one. There they are. Molly bean, bendu or whatever, copper, aluminum, and magnesium. Copper, magnesium, it's not far, we can go mine it if we have. There it is. Thought it was aluminum, but I can't. Mold. Yes. We need 2 of these. And we need Zermac. And Zermac, we need some zinc. I just saw it. Yeah. in there? That's only one. That's not. I have to go up. It's down. Just everything. We don't have any zinc. So we got some right here. Get over there, and I'm imagining maybe these are zinc as well. Do we need the vehicle for what? I have to harvest some more food. Out. Here, there's a crab monster. Here. It's kind of convenient having the zinc so close. I have to travel along to get to it. Grab as much of it as we can, being that we're what do we got here? Head kit. Take that. Base debris. Is there a wreck here or something? Yes, there is. This is where we spaceship crashed. Pod crashed. Out here. And that this stuff is back on the ground again kind of trips me out. I had no idea. I didn't think it respawned. We might be able to find some things here. Yes. Crap. If this stuff is gonna be, oops. Bunch of stuff here, real quick. I'm not seeing anything else. That might have been stuff that I missed. Any more looking at either. We'll give it a quick once. Oh, there's some more right there. These we missed. And then the periodic lagging that I get in this thing this week. I don't seem to have this in the... Yeah, we can. Oh. Down here. Head on back. It's lagged. Oh. I don't know what's going on. Lag. Maybe it's because of the rain. I don't know. At any rate, now I know there's a bunch of nickel and stuff in that area out there. There's also some more chromite over there. Magnesium too. Let's see. I hate that this thing keeps responding. Right, so okay. So question is how to do the need. Oh, it's 2, so we're gonna need 2, 4, 6, 8. Right, we'll be able to complete the airlock finally, and we can start putting things inside. So will this thing pressurized? It will. Fucking roll. Now we can get in here. We got a bed in here. Place to sleep. Connected to a airlock. There's another storage. The lab. What is this? On that tomorrow. This isn't gonna work. Gotta remove this and this. What we need here. So we're going to have to remove this. Or maybe we can get the coupler in. What we need rubber. Two rubber, one wire. Cobalt. Gunmetal. What we'll focus on first. Probably not going to be able to get back in there now. And metal. Mac is. Say we needed. Make 2. I think that's all it was going. And metal. Need bronze. Other bronze. We need copper. We need 10. We have some 10 over here. And there we go. Okay. Here I want some gun. We need a wire. Oop. Break down that would give us a wire. This one wire won't get it. Need 2 to construct a wire. And crazy. Won't let me deconstruct this lower vehicle. think everything off of this machine. Been removed. Now, once I get all these external things off, it should allow me to completely dismantle the whole vehicle. Like I said, this thing's in a glitch mode. Pretty difficult to find a spot that would allow me to disassemble the whole. Sucks it won't let me. Because all that stuff I just took off is going to respawn. And if I put down... should afford me to dismantle the rest of this, which would give us what we need pretty much. There'd be some wires. Maybe that's why. 'Cause if there's any external parts left, it won't. Maybe it's gonna let you. Yeah, there we go. All right. Excuse me. So, we have a rover. But we cannot. Let's see what the inventory looks like on the thing. Pretty big, I think. Oh, it's not real big. It's bigger than the... I can board the vehicle and everything, but I can't go anywhere. Oh! I can't. Move this thing so if that other one respawns, it won't. Oh. At least that way, if the other one respawns, it won't be respawning on top. That's quite nice. Really powerful, but we missed our window. Bad. Anyways, where were we? Looking for the parts. We need a wire. You're in sleep. And they really need to fix this sleep cycle. Alright, so for the coupler that we cobalt and wire. Wire is going to be the last thing we need. Out. Here we don't have it. Oh, we can make a wire. Make as many as we can. All right. Get some cobalt and we're good to go. Cobalt. good. I believe we don't have any cobalt. Can we just mine some? In here. There it is. Cobalt. Alright. We'll put this thing together, man. Hopefully this is going to work. So we're going to have to redo this hallway here. Set that because so let's go for the wall. I want to destroy the whole thing. Do that. Okay, now we're golden. Hopefully we're not going to have to lower this thing down. I think we might have to lower it down to make it work. Let's see. Parts in the construction process. Let's see if we can. They're gonna line up. Not. Put the hallway on anyway, and then they can just construct this. Ah, we did miss parts out of the hallway. Missing these. I'm gonna have to read. Could have took those off, and yeah, it's I've lost the parts to it, so it's like I need more parts to rebuild it. I think that's total BS. Question is, can we make parts we need? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can place them. We have in our inventory. I want to deconstruct this, but I think before I do it, I'm going to go take all these walls down. So we don't end up not being able to read. I don't even know if I can get up in. Guess we'll just have to take a chance. Perfect. We'll be able to rebuild this thing. As you can see, it doesn't come back complete. I have to replace the walls, but Right, so we want to build this from inside of here. And I found this is the easiest way to do this stuff. If I go ahead and it's automatically locked itself in, but there's an issue. Something. I don't quite know what it is. Not working. Now you can slow turn these by holding the shift key down as you're turning. Come on, baby. I don't know what's holding it up. Gotta be something underground. There we go. Make sure this thing's connected right. Not locking. So. Why this won't connect up. And maybe because the back end of it's going into the dirt. It's just such BS, this game. On you. And maybe it's not the whole game, maybe it's just this version. As soon as I get away from it. Location overlaps another object. So obviously we have some problem out here that's unforeseen to me. Maybe if I log out and log back in, it'll fix it, because it's actually not coming into contact with anything else. Anyways, I'll work on this some more. I think we'll call this a day. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you didn't have to deal with too much click-clacking from my keyboards. I worked hard to try to get that sound eliminated. We've gotten quite a bit done here. If I can't remedy this problem with this thing, I may put this version of the game on back burner and start playing on the regular version. But we'll know next week, or tomorrow I'll do some more on it. Anyhow, thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. Hit that like if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, you don't have to. I mean, only do it if you think I deserved it. Please subscribe if you haven't. And also hit that notification bell so you know when the next video comes. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And as always, take care and be safe. See you next time. Bye-bye now.